bottom.
Curran,
Bottom. What?
I love these road trips we do.
I do too. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Jump on. It's fine. We're fine. It's fine. We're gonna be fine. You're fine. I'm fine at least. I'm fine, and that's what matters.
Hey YouTube, we're about to finish Reach, and if this mission's title has any indication, I may just cry.
I will watch you cry and I will laugh because you're such a. Anyways, let's go. Let's do this.
Curran
Let's do
is
this.
such a liar, actually, because he can't even see me. He can't watch me cry.
Are you sure about that, Seth? Are you absolutely 100% positive that we're not in adjacent rooms and there's a window between us?
That was spooky. Let's start this game. Let's finish this game.
Let's finish it. Let's get it, dude.
We're gonna finish this game, dude. This is so crazy. I had not played this game at all starting this series.
The first Bros on Halos where we weren't on an actual Halo, and we're about to finish it? Wow.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, wait, there wasn't even a Halo in this game.
There wasn't a single Halo in this Halo.
There wasn't a Halo in this Halo. How dare they do
How
that?
hypocritical of Bungie in 20 of 10 to include Halo in a name of a game that doesn't have a Halo. 20
in the year of our
Lord 2010.
in the year of our Lord 2010.
Oh man. Oh, that's right. We already went through this. It's okay. It's
we
okay.
did this part. I think you won the last 1v1. when we
That's
hit
true.
The
I
ground.
did. I think we might be able to vote to skip. There we go.
Oh.
There we go. You remember what happened, right?
Something.
Yeah, something happened.
We got shot down.
Carter got shotted, and then
That's
we
right.
jumped out with Emil.
That's right. Dude, I love this. Look at this.
Isn't it
come here and
gorgeous? Hold on,
not-
wait. I have a thing to tell you. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to. Hold on. I'm gonna try something. Everybody at home's gonna know exactly what I'm trying here. Can I make it? No!
Oh, I died too. Oh no, I didn't die. I fell.
Congrats.
Get down, Mr. President.
Get down, Mr. Yeah, get down, Mr. Me. Anyways, you were saying about how beautiful this game is.
We're in combat now, but I guess I can continue my philosophical...
reminisce and have a great time while we're shooting.
Just that concept art to our left that has like the light animations going on.
Isn't it beautiful?
That's
All of the
beautiful.
blues with the oranges.
Yeah, man, I love that they that the skybox is actual concept art in this game.
Yeah,
That's like how you do it. Like
it was such a good decision. I don't know what other games have done that. I'm sure many, but like
Zelda games would do that. I
Okay.
think, for like some of their later stuff, but like this is actual concept art. Like it's not just a nice looking sky. There's like somebody drew that up for a pitch meeting, and then it actually made its way into the game, and I just think that's awesome.
I think so too. It's really good for the artists too, because then like what they drew up for the game is going to be remembered forever as being what was actually in it.
Yeah. Yeah, right? Like, because concept artists, they're always like, oh yeah, I guess people will see my stuff if they navigate through the menu to like the bonus features and all that, and then to find out like, no, you actually drew the entire like level design for this.
Yeah.
Is incredible.
100% agree.
Hire artists.
Hire artists, please. I don't know, man. AI just irks me in that regard.
Yeah.
AI can be used for a lot of amazing things, but art is one thing that I'm not 100% convinced.
Yeah, I have a rule that if anything I do is being published or gonna be like maybe making money, I never use AI for it. It's just for like if I'm playing
Scarab! That's a scarab! I'm sorry, keep going.
Like, no, yeah, I was just saying, like, I DM a D&D campaign, and sometimes I'll use AI to, like, make some scenery or characters that I just send to the party members. That's never going to see the light of day otherwise.
Oh yeah, I agree. It's like
it's really great for that sort of thing because it means that like it's an enriching experience. But I am 100% against the use of AI for anything that makes money or is intended for a large audience.
Agree 100%.
We're so back, dude.
We're so back, dude.
Back.
It's been a second since we've... Yeah, I was just about to say that. It's like we finish each other's...
Yeah.
I hate you. Anyways, yeah, we haven't recorded in a month. It was the end of October when we actually did our last session, which was a long session. I don't know if y'all could tell by the energy levels towards the end. We were like just ready to like, I mean, we were having a good time, but also I think, you could tell the fatigue.
Yeah, we were less manic funny and more tired funny.
Yeah.
At the end of those that last episode.
Which delirium can be a perfectly valid excuse for comedy. So
it can be. It can also be very debilitating.
Also, did you see that?
I saw that just pop
something. Up? Yeah, that whole trailer just popped up out of the ground.
That didn't exist before.
Well, it did, but it flopped. It like went whoop, and then it just went on. Oh, dude, what are we doing? This is not the way we progress through this mission. We need to be on a mongoose.
We're on the finale of this whole game, and we're here looking like, whoa, this truck.
Whoa, look at this freaking trailer.
Did you see that truck?
You see that truck? I saw that truck. We're just taking the route. Oh, hey, Emil, thanks. He brought us our ride.
Whoa. There's a guy over here, and he's got a gun.
No, I've never seen one of those before. How do I cope?
Because I somehow ran out of ammo already.
Oh, you're good, man. You're good. I don't blame you. Except I do, maybe a little. Oh, there was another mongoose up there. We would have been fine. But Emil was just a doll.
We would have been fine.
We would have been just fine. Oh, so you're carrying Cortana now?
Yes, I have been.
Nice.
I thought.
That's right.
I'm Noble 6.
And you're yeah, I guess I'm Noble freaking
You're someone else
6.5.
Entirely.
Can I make it? Can I make it? Oh, there we go. Let's get some armor abilities.
Curran.
What?
You know what you are? You're Noble Sticks.
Try it again. Try it again. Try it again. I dare you.
Good.
It worked. Double dog dare you. I double dog dare you.
Oh, look at you.
I think I'm about to die.
I think I was charging up my plasma pistol in your direction without realizing you were a friendly.
I think you realized perfectly well what I was. And you just wanted to see me erupt in a bloody mess. I get it.
You get it?
What do I get?
That you just...
I don't know what there is to get, Seth.
I don't... What? I'm so...
This is the episode that I gaslight you the whole time.
I am so done having this conversation. Oh, no!
Whoa! No!
Oh, no!
All right, fast forward, I guess.
Yeah, okay.
Technical difficulties. We'll be right back. Ping, 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 ping.
That was really good, Curran.
Thanks.
That was really good.
I practice very little. I'm just very cool. Oh, hold on. I want to try the thing again.
Yeah. Try the thing. I'm gonna get a good shot. I'm gonna get a good shot of it this time.
There's an achievement that you can get. That there's an elite. Oh, man, on the bottom. If I can reach him.
Yeah.
And I can assassinate him. There was an achievement. Oh, I'm not gonna make it. He just. Bottom.
Turn.
Bottom.
I love these road trips we do.
I do too. It's okay. It's okay. Jump on. It's fine. We're fine. It's fine. We're gonna be fine. You're fine. I'm fine at least. I'm fine, and that's what matters. There's another scarab. Are there two? There's literally two scarabs.
Come back for me.
Nope.
The scarab. I'm gonna take a gander.
At my goose?
I'm sorry.
Why? Why are you sorry?
I don't know. I just feel like I should be.
Maybe the silly goose was the friend I made along the way.
I think you might be right about that.
You get armor lock this time.
No, you get armor lock this time.
No,
I'm
you
cool
get armor
sprint.
lock.
No, you get armor lock this time.
Friggin' I was gonna grab you. Stop it. We're not here to be goofy. We're here to play Halo.
Halo.
If you keep doing that, I'm gonna take my disc and I'm gonna ask my mom to pick me up and we're gonna go home. I'm gonna go home.
These videos are not tagged as entertainment under my YouTube channel.
They certainly are not under mine. Oh, they are, huh? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Hey Seth, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They have armor block. That's not nice.
They do. That's not fair. Only we should have special abilities.
Yeah. I want to feel like a god.
That's why I play video games, not to challenge myself.
You know what? I had this exact conversation in a Let's Play that's gonna come right before this one. I was playing Assassin's Creed 3, and I was complaining about how in the newer Assassin's Creeds I don't feel like a god. And I want to feel like a god while playing Assassin's Creed, so...
I actually kind of like that. I have a question for you, actually.
Huh.
That I think I want to pick your brain about.
Yeah.
Do you like when stories, like movies and shows or games and whatever, are more realistic about like one guy surrounded by 12 people gets into a gunfight, like, and somehow walks out of it? Or do you like it when it's more like realistic about human abilities?
It really depends on, I guess, what they're trying to make the character and like the story too. Because if it were John Wick and he runs into his first group of guys and he just gets shot 5 times and he's like struggling and bleeding out the rest of the movie, I don't think I would have had nearly as good of a time with it.
Yeah, to be clear, that is exactly what would have happened.
Yeah,
in the John Wick movies.
100%.
The scene that gets me from that is like from the second one when he's surrounded by 7 people at the museum.
Highly trained individual.
Yeah, like actual assassins. And like all 7 of them so politely sit there and wait for him to shoot them after he draws his gun.
It's like the second that the camera comes into frame of the guy, he's like, oh, but he was standing there out of frame the entire time.
I love it when bad guys in the background. I love watching bad guys in the background because they're always like, like they're in a ready stance but not doing anything.
It's like they're preparing for how they're gonna attack him next instead of actually attacking.
Instead of just doing it.
Yeah.
And like for like Batman, it makes sense because there was a whole thing in like Dark Knight Rises when that came out where the rooftop fight scene with Catwoman, like every single bad guy just like sits there staring and like reacting to the fight until it's their turn to throw a punch.
Yeah. Speaking of which, 1 second. This is some Dark Knight shit right here.
I've got the map.
Silent cop. Hit him hard, boss.
You're on your own, Noble.
Ooh.
Carter out.
Oh!
Silent respect for Carter, the man.
No, I'm gonna be giving my respect loudly.
That's fair. I would
Carter
do the
was
same thing.
Respectful. Respectable.
I mean, he was gone anyways. A lot of people had a lot of criticism for how he died there because they're like, he would have been fine, but bro, he was not fine. Clearly not fine in the cutscene.
That's another thing in this conversation about like what wounds would actually like would you be able to fight through and which ones would have you in bed rest for 8 weeks.
Severely debilitated for there was something. Oh, gosh, I'm trying to remember where I saw it. Oh, I was reading Stephen King, and in Billy Summers, he knocks out a guy at the very end of the book with a gun, and in the little in between the action, he narrates to himself that head wounds and head trauma are not like in the movies. Like he was like, this guy's probably going to be dead or wake up or die in a week. As much as he wants him to live, you know, like this is something he had to do and he's probably gonna die because he had to do it.
Like if you get hit hard enough that you're out and you don't like wake up within the next 2 minutes,
yeah,
you're gonna
your
have
chances
some
are slimmer
permanent like damage going on there.
Yeah, I was trying to remember where I heard that. Billy Summers is an amazing book for many reasons, but that was something that stuck with me. Because it actually did open my eyes to like, no, yeah, you're right. That wouldn't fly in real life.
Like a character getting shot in the abdomen and then like continuing to fight for another half hour.
Yes.
And it's like, I mean, blood loss takes 30 seconds.
And I mean, not to mention that area, your midsection controls so many of your movements.
Yeah, like you just took a hit to your core. You're bleeding out. Who knows if your brain is getting enough oxygen anymore?
Yeah. But yeah, no, just leading back. Captain Keyes.
We're tracking you, Noble, and we've begun our launch sequence. Proceed to dry dock, platform D. I'll be on it myself to receive the package.
That's a familiar voice.
Yeah, I know that guy.
Better be, soldier, because my countdown is no abort.
Yeah. I think it's way harder to do realistic stories like that, where, like,
I mean,
a survival story where nobody gets a head cold is laid up for 3 days and starves to death.
Yeah.
You
and
know?
I have mad respect for the people that can do that and write a story like that and have it still be interesting.
Yeah, right.
Because life is very interesting in many aspects, but it's never as interesting as a movie is for an hour and 30 minutes straight, or, you know, however long they cut to.
Right. Yeah. I asked because I recently last night I watched the movie Django Unchained.
Oh, got it.
Tarantino film, and a fantastic movie.
We were talking
Probably
about you catching up on those, I think, right?
Yeah, I think, yeah. I'm kind of trying to work my way through Tarantino's library.
Awesome.
But yeah, oh, out of the sky, nice.
Thanks.
Yeah, I saw that.
I worked very not hard to do that. He lined up perfectly with my reticle.
He just happened to be in my sights.
Yes.
And, you know, that movie is fantastic, Django Unchained, but towards the end it does get, like, you know, Django's hitting every single shot and every single bad guy keeps missing.
Yeah.
You know? Which I don't care, because at that point in the movie, I just want to see Django do awesome stuff.
Yeah,
you know?
you just want him to win. You want to see how he wins.
Yeah, I just want to see him be cool, and it's like these people definitely deserve it to be written as useless, you know?
Yeah,
so, like, I get it. It was just something that struck me while watching it, but not at all a critique of the movie.
No, you're good. I totally get that. Like, situationally, you can have like a little bit of a qualm with something, but you're totally fine with it in the moment.
Oh yeah, like it didn't ruin anything at all for me.
Like, I think that's another little nuance of good storytelling, is that when something is completely unrealistic, having the audience want it to be. Like, you're like itching for it to be just like,
right.
No, against all odds,
like
he does this.
Yeah, it's like
Keep him busy.
what was his name? Dopender from Deadpool?
I don't remember.
Dopender, I think. The taxi driver. When he comes in at the end of Deadpool 2 and runs over the guy who runs the children's home.
Oh, yeah.
Like, out of nowhere. And it's like, I don't care that that's like out of nowhere and not foreshadowed. It's I wanted to see that happen, so I'm happy it did.
I mean, if you think of the entire Fast and the Furious franchise, like, none of that's ever gonna happen ever whatsoever. That's so known by the audience too. What happened?
I just got hit and run.
Oh, this jerk. This jerk.
What?
For about 3 seconds, I thought that you getting hit out of the corner of my eye was a meal, and I was like, ha, that's not supposed to happen. Hold on.
No, that was just me, your good friend Seth.
Good friend, good buddy Seth. You're getting to see the shipyard that the Pillar of Autumn was docked in is really cool.
Yeah.
Actually, me connecting those dots now, because I actually played Halo 1 a couple times after, you know, being a kid and playing this, makes this map just a little bit cooler. Oh gosh, I think this is definitely like endgame enemies. Like we're facing the tough stuff.
Oh no, I spawned right. Yeah.
Always the ghosts. We're gonna get this. We're gonna get this stuff.
He's literally doing donuts over my corpse right now.
What a game mechanic.
Yeah, but no, I think like there's a level of disbelief that, or a level of suspension of disbelief that you kind of have to earn if you're gonna do that sort of thing.
100%.
Like how the first half hour of John Wick is just him living, you know, and like endearing you to him and showing why the dog means so much to him, and there's like no action whatsoever in that first like half hour of the movie.
Yeah.
And then it just starts, and you're like, "Oh, that's what this movie's about."
That's who this guy is. All right.
Yeah.
You can already tell he's Keanu
sorry,
Reeves.
Curran, that was
You're
my
good,
fault.
man. You're good. I'm used to it. At this, not you hitting me, but me exploding. I'm used to it right now.
Hey, I got it.
Hey, get it. All right. I believe in you. Need a little bit of liquid courage before this. My soda here.
Your unbranded soda.
My unbranded generic soda.
Yep, there goes the ghost.
Did you do some
But it's
damage
cool.
with it?
I got a bunch of the cannon fodder that was in between us and them.
Good. Hey. Kind of trying. Hey. Nice,
Yeah.
nice. I'm gonna try and take a couple guys out with this real quick.
Okay.
Oh, that's not it. Try and use my superior ghosting skills. So many women on Tinder have no idea where I am right now.
I think what we were talking about, like the realism and unrealism, I think the part, like, it gets to a point sometimes where it's like, this is actively hurting my enjoyment of the story. Like a lot of early Clone Wars episodes where the clones are just like standing
and
in the
not dodging
like,
or in
open,
cover or
not
anything.
dodging or behind cover, and they're just hanging out like right in front of the droids and just shooting at them.
Yeah, I mean, it
Like,
looks cool. It looks so badass, but
it looks cool. I feel like it might have looked cooler if they were actually using real small squad tactics. But, you know, that's not Star Wars. That's the original trilogy. That's small squad tactics.
Yeah.
We're looking at the prequels where it's big planetary battles.
Yeah. I mean, one of the coolest scenes in the whole movie Attack of the Clones is you seeing the clones just standing their ground and firing volleys and barely any of them getting hit. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that scene is great. It was like the first time people had seen stormtrooper-esque people using blasters that actually cast light on their environment.
Yes.
Because the clones were all CGI in those movies, and so
we got to see our first non-CGI in Ahsoka.
Yeah,
a little
that's
bit
right.
ago.
I see him.
So
That's
cool.
right.
Dry docks through that structure across the way.
But yeah, that was a thing, right? All the clones were CGI, which means that whole shot was CGI, which means those blaster bolts were actual physical objects in the scene that could give off light realistically.
Yeah.
And so it was like it was the first time we had ever seen like the blasters or lightsabers in Star Wars actually like giving off light.
Omit light, yeah.
Yeah, same as with Yoda's lightsaber in that movie. None of the lightsabers cast light on the people holding them except for Yoda's.
That's such a cool detail.
Because Yoda's CGI. And so his lightsaber can actually they actually could animate light from it onto him.
Did Anakin and Obi-Wan in those not have light emit?
They did some practical lighting with them.
Okay.
Especially there's a part where Anakin and Count Dooku stop fighting and start dancing to a rave.
Yeah.
In that, I think you know the part I'm talking about, where it just goes close up to their faces for like 2 minutes, and you can't even see the lightsaber blades.
Which pretty cool. Pretty
yeah,
cool.
Like it's a cool idea considering like how many other types of lightsaber fights we've seen.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's cool. It also was a really creative way of getting around Christopher Lee's age.
Oh, smart.
With the intense lightsaber battles by not actually showing it and just showing the light on their faces and their intense expressions.
Gotcha.
Okay,
yeah, Buddy Boy could not do all that intensive choreography like that.
Yeah, I mean, he tried his hardest. All of the wide shots, like when they lock lightsabers, they'll like do a few moves and lock. Like those were actually him, and he's probably been acted in more sword fights than any other actor in history.
Yeah.
I forgot we had armor lock.
Yeah, it's really coming in handy.
That would have really helped.
Okay, they're down.
Okay. But yeah, like they do that, that was like practical light on their faces, but it wasn't. The lightsaber is in the scene, casting light onto other objects in the scene.
Got it. Okay.
You know, and then we didn't get that until The Force Awakens, with like human characters.
My favorite part about Disney's Star Wars is that is such a core element to all of the shows and movies and all of that. It's so cool to see.
Are you trying to tell me that Disney's Star Wars is not 100% bad all the time?
Seth, I would never try to make that kind of statement on this channel. What happened? You okay? You good?
Got sniped in the back of the head.
Oh yeah, I sure did. I got obliterated. No, dude, I like the prequels. I like the prequels, okay? I think they're actually good. I think The Rise of Skywalker...
Are you talking about
I like the sequels. I like the sequels. The correct word there. I like the sequels. I think they're actually good. The Rise of Skywalker is not a good movie, but it's a movie that I'll watch, and there are moments that I think are good.
I happen to agree with you.
Thank you.
I think that the sequel trilogy did more things that I liked than things I didn't like.
Yeah.
Especially, and this is going to get me crucified on the internet.
Oh man, I'm ready.
The Last Jedi is my favorite sequel movie. It might be my favorite Disney Star Wars project.
My favorite. Okay, out of all the Star Wars movies, I'm gonna make a really bold statement here. Out of all the Star Wars movies, top for me is Empire. Right. Second for me is Revenge of the Sith, and third is The Last Jedi. And I will not go back on that.
Yeah. See, I think for me, The Last Jedi edges out Revenge of the Sith.
Really?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, that's pretty crazy.
Revenge of the Sith has some really rough pacing. That Last Jedi, I think, is able to do a little bit better. And obviously, like, Revenge of the Sith kind of defined the franchise when it came out, right? Like, it gave all of the answers that fans had been screaming for decades, right?
True. Yes.
And there were people who didn't like it, but there were a lot of people who did, and it's grown on a lot of people since. And like it's great. I will say that, like, even kind of as a kid, I was watching and being like, these scenes don't have anything to do with each other. You're just kind of cutting back and forth between individual events, that there isn't like a story here until Anakin turned and you look back and realize, like, okay, there was some, like, you get
Fast driver up top. We lose that.
you get like, okay, so the whole point of it was just to stack the dominoes for Anakin to fall, right?
Yeah.
And like even as a kid, I was watching. I was kind of like, this.
I'll meet you there.
It doesn't make it a bad movie, right? Spider-Man, the original Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movie, is very similar in that it's like, this isn't really a story so much as it is like a collection of scenes that all build towards a common theme.
That's actually a pretty bold point that I do agree with.
Yeah, no.
Oh, I'm gone. I got monkeyed, Seth. I'm sorry.
I'm running. Oh, Monkey's up here!
Seth, monkey. Watch the monkey. Thank you.
I got him. Okay. Retreating.
Yeah, we made it.
Yeah, no, when Far From Home came out, my wife and I watched all of the previous Spider-Man projects, and
Me too.
it was like, I love that first Spider-Man movie. It's one of my all-time favorites. But watching it as an adult after having not seen it since I was a kid, I was kind of hit by the same sort of Revenge of the Sith thing, where it's like, these scenes don't really lead into each other. It's just kind of like, okay, and now we're over here doing this.
Yeah, you have your critical filmmaking mind now.
Yeah, like it's kind of there's no way to predict what the next scene is gonna be, based on what the previous one was. You know, it'll just be like, Peter saved Mary Jane from falling off of a building and met Green Goblin. Okay. And then the next scene is Peter being sad about Uncle Ben. And then the next scene is Peter talking.
Oh, no.
Peter talking to Harry for some reason about the Green Goblin. And then the next scene is Thanksgiving dinner. Or no, the next scene is a random fire that the Green Goblin has to be there for.
It's just a bunch of stuff
Green
happening.
Goblin randomly is at this fire. And then...
Fair.
Then it's Thanksgiving dinner. And so it's like there isn't really like a through line in the pacing of that movie. I love that movie. It's one of my favorite superhero movies of all time. It's definitely like top 3 standalone superhero movies of all time.
Yeah.
But like you kind of get what I'm saying about like the pacing.
No, I do. In your opinion, do you think 2 rectified that?
2 did a better job with that, for sure.
But did it rectify it, in your opinion?
I don't know what you mean by rectify.
Like, did it make up for the sins of its father of the first movie?
Sure.
Okay.
I don't necessarily see them as sins.
Okay, that's fair.
It's not an objective thing, you know?
Yeah.
There are entire movies that have done extremely well and are critically acclaimed that that don't have a central story. You know?
What's an example?
Ballad of Buster Scruggs.
I haven't seen that one yet. No.
Yeah, it's vignettes. It's like Almost Maine.
Really? Okay.
It's just kind of like collections of scenes from the West. And
Got it. Oh, I need to see that. I know it's really good. I've heard so many great things about it. Didn't it win? Oh gosh, it's the Oscars, right?
Yeah, like there are whole movies that are extremely good movies that are even less of a central story than Spider-Man and Revenge of the Sith. So it's absolutely not a judgment about the quality of the movie. It's something that I, as a writer, try to have that, where it's like, when you get into a new scene, when you start a new scene, I don't want the viewer or reader or whatever to be like, oh, what? Why are we here? You know, I kind of want it to be constructed so that you can, you know,
I didn't mean to bump you. There's a mosquito in front of me and I didn't even see it. Oh, I hate this.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I 100%
like,
get what you're saying.
It's just my personal writer sensibilities that I like to write scenes where it's like you get to this new scene and it's like, oh yeah, of course, or oh yeah, I was wanting this to, I was wanting them to do this or something like that.
Or if it's something that you don't expect, it ties in a way that makes sense at the end of like an arc, and it's not like every single scene is like that, But yeah, Last Jedi, good.
Last Jedi, very good.
Last Jedi, great, actually.
Last Jedi has some things to say about the franchise as a whole that I was and still am very appreciative of.
Heck yeah, dude.
Like not in a callous way, but like the let the past die, kill it if you have to.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily agree with that on its face, but I do think there's something to say that all of my favorite parts of the sequels happened with the new cast and not the old guard.
Yeah.
And it kind of felt like Disney was just trying to shoehorn in. This was before they got scared of doing like cameos.
Yeah.
And like every time we were with Han and Leia or whatever, I'm like, but what's
it took out both of us at the same time.
I was like, but what's Finn up to?
Yeah.
Like Finn, Poe, and Rey have some of the I was so interested in them. And like where they would go, especially Finn. Finn was my favorite character in The Force Awakens. And it kind of felt like a lot of them got sidelined for the original cast in The Force Awakens. And then and like it was kind of like a lot of the story felt like it was entirely dependent on you already being hyped from seeing the previous ones. And like it didn't really stand on its own merits in some cases. Like Rey holding the lightsaber out to Luke is a really powerful scene if you are a Star Wars fan.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's a very powerful scene where it's like this legacy of the Jedi and her holding it out to him, and like the recognition that she's going to be the one to kind of carry the torch, and like all of the memories associated with that lightsaber and whatnot. And then and I get that. I felt like, if to Rey, she's just standing there in front of an old guy holding out a lightsaber.
Yeah.
Like she doesn't get any of that. The backstory or the significance of what she's doing, other than the fact like, oh, this belongs to him. She's probably just standing there going, oh, big Jedi, here you go. Big Jedi, here, I found this, I think it's yours.
Yeah.
And so, but like, no, everybody knew that like, oh, there's more to it, but you don't know that from the story itself. You just know it as part of the meta narrative of being a Star Wars fan and seeing that. And so when in The Last Jedi, Luke takes the lightsaber and immediately tosses over his shoulder, the biggest grin crossed my face. Because I was like, because everybody had their theories and they were all super predictable about what the theories were, And then he tosses the lightsaber, which is the last thing I would have expected. And I realized that Rian Johnson was able to do something unexpected to me in a Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
Which is so rare.
And that's what you want. You don't want to... It's like you're going to go, oh, this better happen. Like, why would you want that to happen?
Why would you want to know that?
Yeah, if you're over there going, this is exactly what I want out of this movie.
We better have that. No. People don't actually want what they want.
No.
People want
absolutely.
their wants anticipated before they know what they are.
Yes.
Last Jedi just did that for me. Him tossing the lightsaber, and I realized like, oh, this is going to be all about. This is going to be, in the best way possible, a big middle finger to the fans.
Yeah.
In the best way possible, because the fan base had already become so toxic at that point, and I loved it when we found out, like, oh, Luke is like a fallen hero in this. It's like, yes. Nobody would expect that Luke would end up there, but it fits the story so well because that's where we found Obi-Wan and Yoda.
Yeah.
In the original trilogy.
Everybody expected him to be the god from Legends, but that's okay. Hold on. I think we need to lock in and get these guys.
You're right.
I'm
I think you're
so
right. I think
pissed at
I've talked for long enough about this.
Yeah. No, it's okay, and I mean we'll be able to talk plenty about it. You know,
I guess
as we go.
One more thing, and I am locking in, so I might trail off.
You're okay.
But but like the big thing that I never allowed myself to theorize on for the sequel trilogy is who were Rey's parents.
Yeah.
Because it was so obviously something that they wanted us to theorize on in the first one that I was like, I refuse.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna eat my peas. I'm
It's literally something that you cannot know for sure who these people are. You can't know if they have any significance to the other movies or whatever.
And the fact that they're just like dangling it in front of us the entire 7th movie.
Yeah.
was frustrating, and so I was like, I refuse to engage with that. And so
Fair.
then when it turned out that Rey's parents weren't special, I was like, wow, what an awesome theme to introduce to Star Wars, because Star Wars has always been about the legacy and it's your destiny.
Yeah.
And having somebody who doesn't have a preset destiny, who just chooses to do good and to fight for justice anyways, despite not having any like familial ties to it or anything like that, was so interesting. And then Rise of Skywalker came out, and hey, look, a pelican.
We're not going to talk about the Rise of Skywalker.
I don't hate it.
I don't hate it
hate
either.
it.
Yeah.
I feel like
You see that guy?
I do see that guy.
Me, sir.
Hello, Captain.
This is when stuff gets real, man.
Okay. So
Yeah.
Cruiser, adjusting heading for the Autumn. Noble 4, I need fire on that cruiser or we're not getting out of here. Do you copy?
You have your window, sir.
Rich, this is the captain. We have the package.
You know something funny?
What?
Copy that.
My TV's volume has been turned up this whole time.
Oh no. It's okay. You could probably slap some noise reduction on there.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna sync up with the capture footage, so it'll just be a little boxy for a little bit.
Who's next?
Ooh, buddy.
How about you?
Oh yeah.
There's that abominable. There's that abominable injury.
Spirit. Oh, I thought you were saying the indomitable spirit.
Nope. I was trying. Abdominal. What is that word? Abdominal, right? Relating to the abdominal.
Abdominal.
Yes.
Abdominal.
In relating to the abdomen. There's that injury we were talking about earlier. And Buddy's dead, so there's the realism.
Boy, did he go out in the best way.
Yeah. Emil
How about you?
is... How about you?
Rise of Skywalker's fine. I wish they hadn't backtracked on a reveal that they had already done, but... You know, the movie exists, and complaining about it isn't going to make it not exist.
It's true, and everything that we see from this point on is based off of it. So whatever. Yeah,
they're doing right now for the Rise of Skywalker what they had done for Revenge of the Sith with Clone Wars. So
yeah, they're fixing it.
Yeah, so I think right now the best thing to do is focus on the parts we like, because eventually the parts we don't like will either be fixed canonically or they'll become part of the charm.
True. And then people will go, The Rise of Skywalker was actually my favorite because it makes all this stuff in the newer shows and movies make sense.
And it always was my favorite.
Yes, my favorite statement ever. That always was my favorite statement ever too, by the way.
Oh, it was?
Yep, it was.
Okay, buddy.
Oh.
I thought I was
Well,
going to do something cool right then.
Rip to our buddy Emil. He was a real one.
He was a real one.
He had the coolest helmet in all of Halo, and everybody won't shut up about it, nor will they ever.
What game is this?
This is Star Wars Lego, the Skywalker Saga.
Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga.
Yeah, that's why we're talking about this, obviously.
That's the order
what we're
those words
playing.
go in, by the way.
Uh-huh. 100%. Star Wars Lego Skywalker Saga, duh. Oh, get away from me.
Curran, I think you're a funny guy.
Thanks. I think you're a guy funny. I'm taking this sword and we're gonna do something with it. And that's the thing I was gonna do with it. Are you ready to finish this game, Seth?
Let's finish this game and stop. You gotta stop me talking about stuff, dude.
It's okay. It's okay. I do in my own way. I'll go, hey, this is an important moment, and then I'll go, and then
You're too good of a listener.
I really am. It's oh shoot. I can't be in this. No, this was supposed to be your experience. You get in that Mac cannon and you show them what for, Seth.
Oh, this is fun.
Yeah, isn't it? Feel the punch, dude.
Pew! Pew!
Isn't that just spectacular?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so that's my thoughts on Star Wars in the current state of the fandom. Stop hating things. You're the reason that Acolyte failed.
Oh, bro. I could go into a whole conversation regarding the Acolyte, but I'm going to choose not to.
Yeah, we shouldn't right now.
Yeah, no. Hold on. You hold this down? Yeah, you hold it down. There we go.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, I'm just
taking
here.
a whack at it now. Hey, you have a Spartan laser down there that you can...
Do I?
Or maybe. I don't know. I might have taken it. Hold on.
Spartan laser.
Hold on. Oh, it's right over there. It's right in front.
Right in front where all of the ships are?
Yeah. You gotta... Oh. I'm dead. You gotta sacrifice to get the big guns. Did you just throw a grenade?
I did. It was an accident. What do you think this is? Some kind of video game channel?
I think we can lose this. Hold on.
Use what?
Because that Corvette is about to glass, and I think we're gonna die unless I take this thing out.
Oh!
Yep, we're dead. Oh,
Really?
buddy, I forgot about that.
There's an insta-kill scenario. Wow.
Oh, wait, no.
Oh, no,
No,
won.
I took it out. Okay.
You took it out?
I took it out. I didn't think I did.
So this is the old Pillar of Autumn, huh?
This is the pillar.
Wow.
Aim your thing to the left or the right. To the right. Aim to the...
Got it right before it cut away.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw that.
Did you see the chief?
Yeah, it was on screen for like a frame.
I forgot about it. I was like, I'm gonna tell him right when it happens, and then I was like, hold on, wait.
Yeah, I got the achievement saying, see, he is in the game.
Oh, that jump started my heart in 5 different ways. I was like, wait, look!
Wait. For like 2 frames, it was enough for me to see the helmet.
That's one of those little Halo moments.
We're away. The package is with us.
Nice.
Yeah.
So he was just already asleep when the ship took off.
Yep, he was just sitting there chilling in his little pod.
He like fell asleep on the ground and woke up being
I mean,
under
he could have
attack.
definitely been helping us protect Cortana, but no, he was just snoozing.
He was just there.
Taking a
That's
big nap.
actually really funny. I like that. It's a little plot hole that actually enriches it for me. 'Cause I really like the idea that the chief was just having the best sleep of his life.
Just taking a whole nap.
Yeah.
And you notice the music too?
Yeah, I do. Come on, Kern, what do you think this is? Of course I recognize this shot. I recognize the music.
I think we both know the answer to that.
Yeah. All I want to know is, did we lose them?
I don't know the response to that statement. That was such a killjoy moment.
So, yeah. So earlier when we were on this playthrough, I said, is this going to be like a thing where like at the very end of the game, the main character doesn't make it, but like you get to see the Pillar of Autumn take off and it like kind of leads into the first game?
And I totally told you no.
You said no.
I did.
Was that intentional? Were you
Yes.
lying to me?
Yes, I was. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I mean, I couldn't have just spoiled all of the cool moments for you right then and there, you know?
Yeah. Fair enough. I mean, the name of that mission was the Pillar of Autumn. So I kind of figured. But yeah, I was like, oh, so I wonder what they're going to do if Kern's being truthful and honest to me like I trust that he is.
Nothing that you didn't think was originally going to happen. It's okay, I won't lie to you for the rest of the Halo series, Seth, I promise.
I have played almost... No, I actually haven't. I haven't played 4, 5, or Infinite, so... Yeah,
Okay.
There is more for you to lie to me about.
I didn't play 4 that much, so I probably will be reacting to it with you.
Is this what I think it is? Current objective, survive!
Survive.
It's the game!
It's the mission.
Okay, you
Let's
ready?
survive,
This is
Seth.
the male urge to have a final... The masculine urge to have a final stand.
Yep. This is our bleeding out in the snow, Seth.
I always knew we'd be here one day, Curran.
I didn't know it would be today. Except I did.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not blind to pop culture. I know how Reach ends.
Yeah. You kind of had to.
Yeah.
I mean, you were also spoiled at the very beginning of the game as to what was going to happen, so...
Yeah, with the bullet hole through my helmet.
Yes.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, so as you take damage, it cracks your visor.
Yep.
I like that.
Got him.
There I go.
Oh no. Seth,
Is
did
this
you
it?
just permadeath?
Is that what this is? Area none of this area is safe. Oh, okay, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that is. Okay, I like that. Area not safe. That's been a thing this whole game, and none of this area is safe anymore.
None of it.
No, nowhere on the planet would be safe to respawn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The music.
Come on.
Oh.
Ugh.
I admire. The
I love
dual
how
wielding.
Understated the music is. Yep. And that's how our story ends.
But Spartans never die, Seth.
They just go missing in action.
It didn't.
Or are they out on patrol? What is the actual...
Enemy was ruthless, efficient.
No, you were right the
They
first
were
time.
Nearly fast enough.
Okay.
For you had already passed the torch, and because of you, we found Halo, unlocked its secrets, shattered our enemy's resolve.
And almost destroyed the galaxy several times over.
So close. I wish you could have lived to see it. But you belong to Reach. Your body, your armor, all burned and turned to glass. Everything. Except your courage. That you gave to us. And with it, we can rebuild.
Okay. You know, as long as Microsoft doesn't keep making more of these games, I guess we can eventually rebuild.
Eventually, hopefully.
Yeah, it's the thing about, like, when they thought this series was over with this game.
Yeah.
It's like,
I mean-
humanity eventually won, so, like, we know that, like, it has a happy ending and we can rebuild, but then they decided to make a whole other trilogy, and now we don't know if they're ever going to be able to rebuild.
Hey, there are parts of the Covenant that actually didn't get the memo. So Halo 4.
Right, yeah. I've played the first 2 levels of that game. There are like, they don't know.
Yep.
about the war being over.
Well,
that was fantastic. I'm not gonna lie. I know we
what
were
are your
joking
thoughts?
I know we were joking and talking about pop culture and stuff through the majority of it, but no, I really enjoyed that. That was a good story. I wasn't expecting to get so attached to the NPCs.
Yeah, right. Like all of Noble Team.
Yeah, they did a really good job of endearing them to me.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that I didn't know how the game ended. But it's effective.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
you
the impact of it.
Probably look back and see my face when I realized that the waiting to respawn area not safe had more implications than normal.
Yeah.
You can see it on my face. I really enjoyed this game.
Good, man. I'm so glad you did. Yeah, this is my favorite. My favorite Halo, just because of all of the nostalgia, but also the campaign was just freaking great. So fun to play through, and the replayability was insane at the time. So you'd want to go back and try a bunch of different stuff, and there's Easter eggs and little things that I remembered existed as we were playing through this whole thing that I did not remember how to get to. So there's all sorts of fun little things that you can find, and we didn't get to probably 90% of them. So I apologize to you good Halo fans. I didn't do you justice here in that I couldn't remember anything, but it's probably been a solid 7 years since I played through this whole campaign. So yeah.
I think it's cool that we have such different perspectives on it. That this is a game that you loved but haven't experienced recently, and it's one that I have known about via osmosis but never actually been in.
Yeah.
I think it's really cool that it still held up for you and still exceeded my expectations for me.
Beautiful way to put it. Well, I guess we just have to finish Bros on Halos and never do another one again, right? This is it. This is it. It was a great run, guys. But
grand finale. 1 season didn't overstay our welcome. We went out at the top, and I am quitting the internet.
You can never call us a Simpson, okay? Thank you so much. YouTube, you have an amazing rest of your existence, and we'll catch you sometime. Never.
Bye.
Bye.